Calls for a humanitarian corridor or an escape route for Palestinians from Gaza as the conflict between Israel and the Palestinian Islamist group Hamas has escalated have drawn a blunt reaction from the Arab neighbours. A week after the Israel-Hamas War broke out last Saturday, the death toll in the conflict lies at 3,200 as the Israeli casualties surged past 1,300, while Gaza authorities have reported the deaths of over 1,900 Palestinians. A staggering number of residents, estimated to be tens of thousands, fled southward in Gaza, adhering to a 24-hour evacuation notice issued by Israel for the enclave's northern regions, as reported by the United Nations Humanitarian Office, OCHA. Egypt, the only Arab state to share a border with Gaza, and Jordan, which is next to the Israeli-occupied West Bank, have both warned against Palestinians being forced off their land. It reflects deep-rooted Arab fears that Israel's latest war with Hamas in Gaza could spark a new wave of permanent displacement from land where Palestinians want to build a future state. This is the cause of all causes, the cause of all Arabs, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said on Thursday. It is important that the Palestinian people remain steadfast and present on their land. For Palestinians, the idea of leaving or being forced out of land where they want to forge a state carries echoes of the Nakba or catastrophe when many Palestinians fled their homes during the 1948 war that accompanied Israel's creation. Some 700,000 Palestinians, half the Arab population of what was British-ruled Palestine, fled or were driven from their homes, many spilling into neighboring Arab states where they or many of their descendants remain. Many still live in refugee camps. Israel contests the assertion it drove Palestinians out, pointing out it was attacked by 5 Arab states the day after its creation. The Israeli military on Friday warned civilians of Gaza City, more than 1 million people, to relocate south within 24 hours for their own safety, a signal that Israel could be launching a land invasion soon. In response, Jordan's King Abdullah warned against any attempt to forcibly displace Palestinians from all Palestinian territories or cause their internal displacement, calling for preventing a spillover of the crisis into neighboring countries and the exacerbation of the refugee crisis. The head of the 22-member Arab League, Ahmad Abol Gheit, urgently appealed to the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres to condemn this insane Israeli effort to transfer the population. The US said this week it was talking to Israel and Egypt about the idea of safe passage for Gaza civilians. The fate of Palestinian refugees is one of the thorniest issues in the moribund peace process. Palestinians and Arab states say a deal should include the right of those refugees and their descendants to return, something Israel has always rejected. Since Islamist group Hamas took control of Gaza in 2007, Egypt has helped maintain a blockade of the Strip, largely sealing off its border and imposing tight controls over the passage of goods and people through Rafah. The conflict around Gaza has also stirred long-standing fears in Jordan, home to a large population of Palestinian refugees and their descendants, that a wider conflagration would give the Israelis the opportunity to implement a transfer policy to expel Palestinians en masse from the West Bank. After an emergency Arab League meeting on Wednesday, Jordan's Foreign Minister Ayman Safadi said that all Arab states agreed to confront any attempt to displace Palestinians from their homeland.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.